you know what I'm saying, about certain things that I really want you to pay attention to, right? I'm talking to you, right? I need to talk to you about this, right? So today we're going to have a special group. This is a real special group I'm talking to you about. And this is called the lifeboat metaphor, right? I really want you to pay attention to this because this is an opportunity for coaching. The coaching is expressing this way to help you to become to a safe place to recognize that you're in danger, all right? So I'm going to give you, the time frame is around, I'd say about 3 minutes, right? I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to read this script. It's going to take me about 3 to 5 minutes. I want you to visualize this. Close your eyes. Think about what I'm talking about, right? And picture it. Just take a picture of it so you can think about the lifeboat metaphor, okay? I know I have a tendency of talking too fast sometimes, so I'm going to try to really slow it down. I'm going to stick to the script. I always add a little extra in there. That's just who I am. I even drew a picture today, right? I took my time and I drew the boat that's sinking, and I drew a lifeboat, right? And this is what we call a lifeboat metaphor. There's a boat sinking, and this is the boat that we're always on, right? That's always sinking, but we always have a lifeboat. And so these are the things we need to talk about. I'm going to talk to you because I want to visualize what I'm talking about first, right? But I'm going to read this, right? So we can, have a point and where I'm going at. I need you to know where I'm going at with this, okay? So right now, I'm going to be leading a brief discussion, right? 3 minutes long. It's an imaginary, it's called the lifeboat metaphor, right? I want you to get real comfortable. I know you can't get really comfortable, but I want you to get real comfortable as you're looking on the tablet. I want you to get real comfortable. I want you to listen to the sound of my voice, and I want you to visualize with your eyes closed this lifeboat metaphor. As I lead you through this visualization, right, please do not be concerned, right? I don't want you to, get too deep, right? I just want to be into a space where you can understand, right? It's a way of life and how we think about it. You use different types of techniques and you use different types of pictures to really get an understanding of how to get safely back to shore. And that's the opportunity, is how to get safely back to shore. You might have been distracted, and we're going to talk about distractions as well. You might have had a rough, it could have been rough for you. Could have been anything, right? But what we want to do is get you back to shore, okay? So, I want you to take a couple of breaths, right? I want you to take a couple of breaths, and I'm going to help you. And we're going to go together, right? I'm going to invite you to relax, right? And like I said, I want you to relax, right? And then we're going to relax by taking 3 to 4 deep breaths, right? We're going to do it together. So we're going to cleanse, right? Let's inhale, exhale, all right? So we're going to do it at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay. Now I want you to expand your belly. I got a little belly. Listen. It's COVID-19. We stuck in the house, so all I do is really eat right now. So I'm getting a little gut, right? I had to work this out. I got me an exercise bike, but that's a whole nother story. Let's get back into it, right? So we're gonna inhale deeply by expanding our belly. So what I'm talking about is like this: 1, 2, 3. Let it all out. Just let it all out. As you exhale, you can feel how your muscles begin to relax, and you can get into a space where we begin to breathe deeply and breathe calm, right? And it helps you relax a little bit more. And as we begin to do this, I'm going to start talking about, and you can take these breaths anytime you want. I'm telling you, I do it as I'm feeling tense, or I'm kind of, I'm operating on an uncomfortable atmosphere, or, I got some things going on. I really just take me a deep breath, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You know what I'm saying? I count to about 3, and then I inhale, exhale, and then I ask myself, right, what would I do at this point? That's a whole nother thing, right? So now, right, as we begin to take this deep breath, right, this is what I want you to do. Are you clear, right? Again, we gonna get into this, right? But just think about the boat right now, right? Just think about the boat. Are you clear right now of your destination, right? Like when you about to get out of here, right? When you about to leave or you about to be released from prison, are you clear your destination? Do you know where you want to go at? Do you have your list, the to-do list to go, right? Did you put this Did you put your timeline together, right? Did you put your agenda together? What did you do while you were serving your time? Because you have to leave. You're going to be released, right? Did you put your plan of action together? This is what I'm talking about. So do you know exactly where you want to go for your destination? Do you know exactly where you want to go? This is another big question that I want you to think about. Not only do you have a destination, but do you know exactly where you want to go? Okay? All right. Once you clear your clear your directions, right? Then you can allow the waves to take its place, right? So this is what it does, right? You're on a boat, you're gonna hit a couple of waves, right? The waves are gonna knock you back, right? It's gonna shake you up, it's gonna stir your boat up, right? But you gotta still go towards your destination. You still gotta go. Now, before this is where I'm telling you, I keep showing you this, right? Because before we can go on this destination, before we're about to head into this journey, you have to do an inventory. So the inventory, I'm asking yourself before you are preparing yourself for release, right? You have to do an inventory for yourself. Just like this inventory has to be done because you're getting ready to go on to this destination, right? On this boat. And so an inventory has to be done. And you ask yourself, since you have an inventory, do you have all the resources in your boat right now? Right? Have you planned your resources? So I want you to name a couple of things that you would need on your boat, right? Name a couple of things. I'm going to give you a list of things I would need. I would need water. I would need a life jacket. I would need a flare gun. I would need some food. I probably would need a fishing rod. I'm gonna say a fishing rod because when I go out there, I would want to fish anyway. That's funny. But I'm talking about some necessities that will help you save your life in the middle of the water, right? Do you have the necessary things, the resources that you're supposed to have? Now let's take it back. Let's say this. You're about to be released from prison, right? You've already made your plan, right? You've made your list of things to do, right? Now I'm asking you, have you connected your resources to everything that you need to do so you can be in the direction where you need to go? This is what we're asking you. So, because I don't want you, I keep going back and I keep moving out the way. I don't want you to be here, right? So that's why I'm talking to you clear now about not only your destination, but your resources as well. Have you connected your resources to your plan? Do you know what you got? Do you know what you need? I say the first thing the first thing a person needs, right, to operate in life when they're being released from prison is three major things. They need an ID, Social Security, and a birth certificate. I work in this space right now, and I'm working with some individuals right now that are having a challenge of not being able to get employed because they don't have their credentials. And so that should be on your list. That should be the most important things on your list is that you should be able to get your ID, make sure you can get in line to get your Social Security card, and then make sure that you can get your birth certificate. Them three things that you're going to really need, all right? So right now, are you prepared for what you need to do for this journey, right? And we're going to go back to the boat. It gives me a list of things: food, supplies, rain gear, flashlight, you know what I'm saying, when it gets dark, right? A life jacket, right? Flare gun. These are the things that you would need on your boat. These are resources that you would need on your boat to make sure that you have a smooth trail. Listen, a smooth ride, even though it's going to be rocky, you're going to go through some waves, you got a smooth ride to your destination, okay? All right, so also, ask this question. Do you have a map so you will know how to go from where you are now to where you need to go? Right? Do you have a map? Are your map? Listen, I know if you got people like me from the Hope Foundation that's also going to assist you when you come home, right? But it should be a list of people that you know that you need to work with when you come home, and that should be your map. That should be your guide. That should be your map. That should help you navigate. And listen, I'll feel more confident if I have a map. And I tell you this, I remember a long time ago, because I'm a little older, right? I'm in my 50s, right? So I remember a long time ago, back then, when we used to travel out of town, we used to have a map, right? And you used to have a map, and it show you whether you was on I-95, 295, X670, whatever the case may be, right? That map will show you where to go. But now, they have made it so simple in life. I'm going to tell you, listen. They have made it so simple in life. We had this thing called a smartphone, right? That smartphone gives me every resource that I need, from Google through the navigation app, right? I can put in a navigation app on my smartphone. It'll tell me exactly where I'm going, and it'll tell me how long it's going to take me to get there. So you got it good. I'm telling you, you got it good, okay? So now I said, right? Now you know where you're going at. Now you have your resources, right? Now you got connected to the people. Now you have your plan, right? Notice this, right? Do you have your oar, right? Your oar, don't you know the oar is the shift, right? Do you have that? Because you have to be skilled to use that, right? You have to know how to use it before you can go, because I've been on a boat, but I've never driven a boat. But I think if you go right, the boat goes left. If you go left, the boat go right. I think it's that way. So you have to have skills to operate this. So let me get back in it. Watch this. What's your skill sets, right? Are you ready for this journey, right? Are you ready to go into this employment journey? Are you ready for these social skills? Are you ready to learn how to cope, right, without all of these substance that we use, right, to mask the feeling that we're dealing with, right? How are you going to navigate? How are you going to navigate? I'm going to sit back and I'm listening, because how are you going to navigate? How are you going to make sure that you have a smooth transition, right? How are you going to make sure things are in order for when you're being released? These are some of the things we're going to talk about, because I ain't even got on the metaphor yet. I'm just putting everything together for you so you can understand that you should be able to put your resources together. You should be able to look at me and say, you know what, Corey, what do I need to do next, right? And then this is the first point, right, with the lifeboat metaphor, is because the next session that we have, we're going to talk about some other things that you might need, right? We're going to go line for line, item to item, right, to make sure you are well prepared on this video, that we're going to make sure that you use this learning tablet, right, for the means of your resources to make sure that you're prepared to be released. Okay? So now let's go in here, right? We're going to go here now. It said, are you clear on your destination? Do you know exactly where you want to go? Or are you not clear on your directions? And are you allowing, listen to this. It said, are you allowing the waves to take you wherever they go? Right? Listen to what I'm saying. Next, take an inventory of your resources in the boat. Are you prepared with what you need for the journey ahead? Food, supply, rain gear, flashlights for when it's dark? And do you have a map so you know how far to go? So you know how to get from one place to another, right? Notice, do you have an oar on your boat? Your oar are your skills, those things that you know to do, that move you forward more effectively and easy. Your oar could be how to communicate, or knowing how to listen to your intuition, or what nutrition is best for you. So do you feel you have the oar that can propel you towards your desired destination, right? Do you have the skill sets, right? Do you have these coping skills? Do you have great communication skills? Am I still practicing? I'm still practicing right now. right? And I'm doing these videos, right? But I've been practicing this. I mean, it's easy for me if we, you know what I'm saying, if we was in, you know, in the environment together, for me to display and for me to teach this lesson. But right now I have to teach it a whole different way. So I have to learn how to communicate better. I have to learn how to have my tone. I have to learn how to practice this. So this is a daily practice of me getting better with life. COVID-19 has switched the game for us, right? This is a new thing. This is the new norm, right? This is how we're working right now. And so I want to make sure that you are effective on your learning tablet. I want to make sure you have every tool that you need to be successful while you're down right now, all right? So it said, or do you need a set of oars that you don't have, right? And if you don't have oars, are you using them, or are they just sitting in your boat? Oh my God, listen, like he said, the oars, are you just, listen, he said, do you have all of these tools and they're just sitting in your boat, right? And when I heard this, listen, when I heard this, I went to school, right, for architect. I went to school for plumbing. I went to school for private security and investigation. I was a special police. I went to school for culinary, right? I'm a cook. I went to business college. You know what I'm saying? I didn't last long because of my addiction. And what I'm saying is, all of the skill sets that I had, right, I wasn't able to use. They were sitting in my boat. You know why? Because my addiction took control of my life. My addiction took over, right? And so I wasn't able to use the tools that I had because they were sitting in the boat because my addiction took control of my life. My addiction took me to places I never wanted to be. My addiction took me to jail. My addiction had me spending time. And just like where you at now. I don't know your situation, but I'm talking about mine. This is what the addiction did to me. So I want to prepare you, right, to be better in learning your skills, you're crafting your skills, right, and being able to use your skills effectively. All right? I would like you to be aware. We almost finished. We almost finished, right? It said, I would like you to be aware. Is there anyone in your lifeboat with you? Do you find that the person or the people in your lifeboat encouraging you or cheering you on? See, every time I talk about this, and we go step by step by step, right? What has given me the opportunity, right, to reevaluate how I got to where I'm at. The people that I was around. People, places, and things were able to dictate my journey. I needed to know where I was going, so I had to watch the people that I was with. I couldn't be with the people that I used to be with because they wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't be around the environments that I used to be at because that environment had me stagnated. I couldn't do the things that I used to do, like drink alcohol and smoke drugs. But you know why? Because that hindered me from a better life. So I understand the things that listen, I understand that this metaphor is telling me, right? I got to be aware. I got to practice it. I got to be aware. I got to be conscious. I got to understand, right? It said this. It said, and are they giving you the real support that you need, right? Are the people in your life right now giving you the real support that you need? Are you around people that's really giving you real support? Because see, the people that I was with, right? I kid you not, right? They used to tell me things that I didn't want to hear. I would want everybody to agree with me in my mess. And they wasn't going for it. And so I already knew they was the right person, right? It said, or is there a person in your lifeboat who is heavy, right? And is this person weighing your lifeboat down? Making it extra hard for you to go forward because you have to carry their weight too? Or is there someone in your lifeboat that is backpedaling? Good God Almighty. Listen, I'm saying listen. Because you know, we used to carrying everybody else's weight around, right? We used to be with everybody when we telling people our dreams, our ambitions, and our goals, right? And they telling you can't do that. That's too hard for you. They telling you, man, you wouldn't be able to do that if you wanted to. They backpedaling on you. They pulling you back into this dysfunctional lifestyle because you don't have the courage, right, to cut them off. I'm talking about the lifeboat, man. Look, this thing, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody get a copy. We're gonna download this on your tablet so you can have a copy and you can read it for yourself. I'm just breaking it down. I'm breaking it down and I'm comparing it to my life because I understand how this thing works. See, I can get so deep in life, and I'm gonna close with this. I could get so deep in life that this boat was sitting up on top of the water. And then I started inviting people in, right? I started inviting friends in here, and I thought I was going to have a party. We had a boat ride, and I thought I had a party going on. I wasn't really prepared, right? I started bringing, things in there that was holding me back. And before you know it, my boat began to sink. I didn't have a plan in place. I wasn't looking for no other options. I didn't even know where I was going. I just wanted to have a party. I just wanted to have fun. And my boat began to sink. And right there was a lifeboat. The lifeboat had everything that I needed on a lifeboat. It had all the tools on it. It had the water on it. It had the raincoat. It had the flashlight. It had everything on it, right? I was so scared, right, to get off the boat because all my friends was on the boat. They didn't care that the boat was sinking, right? They was continuous having fun. They was distracted. And as I began to look at the boat, I said, I have to get off this boat. And I have to swim to my lifeboat because that's the direct thing that's going to save my life. And as I understood this thing was going to save my life, I was the only person to get on that lifeboat, right? When I came home from jail, right, the boat sank, the people swam to shore, and they was sitting on the island, and that's what they asked me. Come on over here, Corey, we having fun. Man, it's just like old times. And I told them, no, sir. I'm going to stay on this lifeboat. I'm going to keep on going straight. I didn't allow the distractions in my life, right, to deter me from the destination I wanted to go to. I know in life that I wanted to do some things. I already knew in life it was going to be some challenges. I had some different people in my life that encouraged me to do something different with my life. I understood the challenges that I was going to go through, right, in getting employment. I had to be encouraged every day. I had to be motivated. I had to go on and on and on until I got to the point to where I wanted to be at. So I'm here now as a prime example to tell you, right? To tell you, don't get off your lifeboat. Continue to be with your resources. Continue to watch the people that you hang around. Because if you don't, this can be you, right? I want to thank you for watching this. And if you have any feedback, give me some feedback. Again, right? I'm just making sure that you can get the information on on your learning tablets as we begin to explore this journey together. I want to make sure that I give you the opportunity to understand where we're coming from. I've been where you've been, and I understand how to get out of that. I want to help you with your journey. So we're going to go through the next 12 weeks of understanding how to get to your destination and understanding your own journey. Whether we're dealing with drugs and alcohol, whether we're dealing with life, whether we're dealing with challenges, whether we're dealing with a lifestyle change, right? Whether we're dealing with anything, we're going to help you along the way. All right? This is Corey again, man. I want to thank y'all for listening to me. I hope y'all got something out of this video. And I want to say to you, have a nice one.